Oh, hello camera, YouTubers, how are you? Hello everybody. Yes, this is the Elvis That's the Way It Is 50th anniversary celebration video from myself, CJ Horton. And I do hope you're all doing well. I've been very excited about doing this video. Now I'm doing it back with a video camera because I'm not sure how long my phone will actually allow me to go on for. And this is going to be quite a bit of a video because not only am I going to show you these are the replication of Elvis' glasses that he wore at the very beginning, and as I'm sure you can tell, this is a replica of the shirt that Elvis wore in That's the Way It Is as well, during the rehearsals. So I thought I'd give this a little bit of a special touch. In the background you'll notice the red belt hanging up, which Elvis wore at the International Hotel during the rehearsals with the red shirt. And also right next to it is the fringe jumpsuit. No, it's not the original, it's a replica, custom made. Okay, so I don't really know where to begin because this is such a video that's going to be done. So first off, I think I better start off by saying a massive thank you to all my subscribers, even the new subscribers that I've had over the last few days, for everybody's comments that have from everybody here on YouTube. You've been absolutely amazing, and also as well, I'm going to give a few special thank yous as we go along because there's a few things I'm going to show that I've had all thanks to somebody. So, where do I begin? Well, first of all, I'm going to show you some items that I really love in my collection. Now, just by there, I'm not going to take those down, but they are, I got the Replica Glasses with the EP in the middle and the TCB on the sides, both versions that Elvis wore for the 70s, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video at some point of all the replicas that I have. These ones that Elvis wore in 1970 didn't have the TCB, which are the EP by year, which is why I thought I'd wear these now. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to show you, first of all, some jewellery. You know, it's the 50th anniversary of That's the Way It Is, and oh my, I mean, what an anniversary this is going to be. In fact, I'm going to watch That's the Way It Is a bit later, I think, and this evening I'm going to play the album and the box set. So, forgive me for not looking at the camera, and I do apologise about the light. I will try and do my best. Now, I'm going to show you, first of all, this is the nugget ring. Black nugget ring that Elvis wore. Now Elvis wore this on this hand originally, and it was a little bit bigger, but this one I had to fit on my little finger, like that. So that's a replica, all done and made by Lowell Hales, who was Elvis's jeweler. Did all of Elvis's, well, big vast majority of Elvis's rings. As you know, he did the massive TCB ring and the Aloha ring and so forth. And I'm proud and happy to say that I'm friends with Lowell. He's a nice guy. No, I'm friends on Facebook, basically. Excuse me, I do beg your pardon. Okay, that's that ring, and then we have, now this is quite noticeable from the movie. I'm going to show you next. This is one of my favorite. Well, they're all my favorites in different ways. This is the Indian head ring. That he's famous for wearing. He didn't just wear these doing That's the Way It Is. He wore them at other times, but you know, it's where they're most recognisable from. This is from B&K Enterprises. This one is. It's a lovely ring, heavy but lovely. I thought there was a stone missing out of there then, but it's not. It's actually a little bit of dirt on it. Oh, yes, it is. Great stuff. That one fits on my little finger. And also as well, now this one is another one of my favourites. This is the lion head ring, and this is the original proper design. I do like that. Again, he wore that on this hand, I believe. And then also as well, I'm sure he wore this on. There, yeah. Here is the EP ring. That's that. Oh, he also wore this ring as well. This is his wedding ring. He wore it on this finger with another ring, which I know what ring it was. I don't have it yet, but I will be having it. So that's those. I keep those in this little case here. So that's the ring. I do have the bracelet. The reason why I'm not really going to show you the bracelet, the gold one, is because he wore that basically throughout. It was not just famous for That's the Way It Is, it was famous for the Aloha show, which is quite recognisable in. So, now what else should I show you? Oh yes. It was during That's the Way It Is I fell in love with the microphone Elvis used on stage. And what I just thought it was a cool looking microphone, and for years I'd always try to work out what the name of the microphone was or what model it was. Well, after so many years I finally had this dream microphone. This is the Electro Voice RE15 mic, and this still works. This is the original box, and there are tins as well, but I don't have an Electro Voice tin yet. Now the mic holder is grey, and then they switched them into black. You can get different ones that fit these mics, but some of them are too thin and what have you, so I prefer these ones. And these are quite expensive to buy on their own. And I actually have 3 of them. The other one is actually on the mic stand, which is downstairs with my collection. So here is the case, the leather case. It's out. Now, something that I should have brought upstairs with me from downstairs, but I forgot it, is the Electro Voice RE10, because Elvis also used one of those too. Now, a lot of people say very adamant that he didn't, but he did. And if people do the homework correctly, they'll find that out, just like I did. So this is the RE15 microphone. This is, I don't use this at all. This is in mint condition. Very rare you'll find these in mint condition. And if you do, you are paying a lot of money for them. Now I can tell you how much this one cost me. This one cost £350. I've had this now for many years, and I remember my very first RE15 microphone I actually had bought me as a gift. I keep it wrapped up as a gift, and I used that for many years before I got this one, and the RE10 I still use. So RE15 microphone, awesome microphone. Like I said, this have only actually been used once. When I got it, I tested it out to make sure it all worked properly and functioned properly, and it did, and it's been in here ever since. I don't think there's anything now for me to show you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye. I'm kidding. I'm just getting started. During That's the Way It Is, when he was doing the rehearsals and live on stage, if you've seen some of the outtakes, Elvis plays a Gretch Country Gentleman guitar. And I happen to own a replica Gretch Country Gentleman guitar. It is a bit loose because that's the let's go back. That's the issue. I've got to tighten this up. I haven't tightened it up yet because I only use this for prop use only. Now, something, a little story behind this. People think it's black, and yes, in some light, if you can see there, it does appear to go from black to brown, and just depending on the light. Originally, it's like a brownish colour. I don't really know the actual colour for it, because I know it's like a shade brown. So, but something, here's the story. These black notes here, alright, they, as you can see, they're actually on the guitar. And I always thought that, I was always a bit 50-50. When I had this made, I thought to myself, It works. Now, I always thought to myself, should they be like that, or should they be like see-through? Should you be able to see through them? So it was always a bit 50-50, and after looking at close-ups of Elvis's guitar, of the Gretch, it was, again, still a bit 50-50. Then I decided then, when they had the expedition here in the UK in London, at the O2, I went down to see all of, basically when they brought Elvis's stuff over from Graceland to put on display, I went there, all the occasions that it was there. I took photographs, I took little videos, and it was just amazing. To be up close, right next to the Aloha suit, was like my dream. And even though it said no touching, you know, you know what I mean? Yeah, you get the drift, right? So yeah, the one year they displayed this year, they displayed this guitar with the That's the Way It Is clothing and so forth, and I was able to then see it firsthand, close up, and discovered that it was exactly the same as this, and I was so relieved and chuffed to find that it was. So I'm really happy with this guitar. It is an amazing guitar. Yes, it's fully functional, it does work. The volume controls work, and also as well the original, which is I'm glad that they have like a rigid, lovely connection here, which is this, brilliant. So all the features, the everything is the same as his. I gotta tighten this up when I put it back actually. I do have a case for it, so it's not just put there, you know, put down like type thing. So I'll put that there. So it is lovely. It is a really lovely guitar, and it sounds brilliant as well when it's plugged in. I've let a few people plug it and play it. This is actually, this collar is a bit thing. It's a brand new shirt, you see. It's the first time for me to properly wear it. Now, before I had that guitar done, I had another one. And again, it was because of That's the Way It Is. I fell in love with this guitar when I was very young, and I just always wanted a guitar from that moment on. So my mother got me one for Christmas, and I remember going to pick it up, and she said, "Got to be sent to Santa now, mind. We bought it, but I got to send it to Santa." So, but we got home. I remember going up to even pick it up, brought it home, I took it out of the box, went straight into the living room, and put on the VHS tape of That's the Way It Is. This is how it was presented here in the UK, which I'll talk about this when I come to it. And got out of the box, and I just tried to sit on a stool, well it was a chair at that point, and just try to copy Elvis. And because let's face it, when Elvis was around, people when they were younger wanted to be him, do you know what I mean? Because he was and still is, in my opinion, the coolest guy who ever walked this earth. The first guitar that I had custom made was in fact the J200. Epiphone brought out a version of this, but this part here, the moustache, was filled in. I believe as well that Gibson also brought out a limited run of 250, is it, or 2,000, 2,500 or whatever it was. But sadly I couldn't get one of those. So I had this custom made, and it is a lovely, 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 yes, with the white strap as well. So that's a lovely guitar. And something that I also had done here was on the top, I had that done, CJ Horton with a TCB logo underneath. And like I said, it was custom made. You cannot actually buy these. I'm sure you can actually buy copies from different places and so forth, and a lot of the Elvis tribute artists in the business to have them done. But it's fully functional. This is the mother of pearl in here, which ooh, good, the light is coming up now. Let's see if I can, because the way I'm holding it, you can't really see that tidy, but it does shine when it's at a distance and so forth. I absolutely love this. This is like my baby. I was even tempted on just getting another one made just in case something happens with it, but I absolutely love this guitar. I can't exactly play. I mean, I can play a bit of rough blues, but that's about it. And one day I'm going to learn to play properly. Because I have quite a few of Elvis's guitars which are replicated. So yeah, that's my baby. That is. The one that Epiphone brought out is, again, still amazing. You know, I'm not gonna diss it or anything like that, because it's quite collectible as well in itself. So I have that done. So now what can I get on to? Oh yeah, we get on now to the releases. Okay, so when I was a kid, obviously I've been to Elvis at 4 years old with the Aloha concert. I'm gonna do a video. I was actually inspired by Prince Elvis Jackson channel on here. Johnny's video on basically how we become an Elvis fan. I'm going to Elvis, and at the end of the video, he I guess I do beg your pardon. It's because I'm rushing around with everything. See, and I do so much for the day. It's crazy. He asked people to basically drop a comment on how are they going to Elvis, or follow up on everything. So at some point, I'm going to do a video on that. So anyway, the Aloha concert was the first thing I saw, and then I started watching other stuff, and then That's the Way It Is was one of them. My father had the original VHS tape. Here in the UK, this was what we call a pre-cut video. This is a big box video. And that's the original hologram. It does shine. But for some reason it's not now. It does. It does. Right, never mind. I can't get it to do that. I believe there was, as you can see, there is some colour discoloration there slightly. There was a sticker on there, and something happened where it got taken off. Or I believe there's still something on it. But basically, this is basically down to wear and age. You've got to remember, the age of this tape. I mean, I'm 33 now. I am this year, and I was like 4 years old when I first saw this. It's still in top condition. Well, this one is anyway. I've got the original MGM there, and there's the tape and the logo on the spine. But you can see, even though it's got that mark in there, it hasn't actually been open at all. It's not been taken apart or anything. And I loved it, absolutely loved it. My father also had it in a pink cover, and it's the pink cover version that was released with Jailhouse Rock and Elvis on tour. And it's that version I basically played. This version just stayed in the shelf, but I just played the hell out of it. I absolutely loved it, and seeing him rehearse. I think when I was really younger, the rehearsals only became apparent to me because I loved the guitar, and then the Gretch, and I think what it was, I forwarded to the concert quite a lot because I loved the concert parts. So I really enjoyed watching it all the time, non-stop. Hence maybe why I wore the tape out so much, that over time we couldn't really get hold of it, type thing. So until many years later, I found the one to watch, which was a double feature video, and I believe it's Girl Happy, and that's the way it is, I think, if I'm correct. One thing I never got though about the release of some of them is that the pictures never really responded to the VHS tapes. Anyway, also as a kid, how could you go with watching That's the Way It Is without listening to the original vinyl? That's what this is. Now, in my earlier videos, you'll notice especially my first video, I explain a lot about my vinyl collection and so forth, and what happened and everything. There's a good friend of mine that I gotta thank, which I have thanked in a few previous videos. But this is actually a little bit. It's more. I want to thank him more now because this guy sent me not only did we become really good friends, but he sent me a huge collection of Elvis records to get me, sort of kickstart me, you know, with collecting again. And it's thanks to this person that I have fallen in love with vinyls all over again. And just holding this here in my hand, I can't begin to express the emotion that I'm feeling. Because I remember listening, I mean, when I was growing up, all it was vinyls. Yeah, there were CDs, and yeah, there were a few cassettes, but for me it was vinyl. You can never beat the sound of a vinyl. I don't care what anyone says. Vinyl is just top dog. And, you know, just holding this and looking at it now as I'm doing this video, I'm already remembering occasions when I used to listen to this album growing up, especially when I got into the movie itself. The vinyl is just amazing. And this one, I believe, is actually a first pressing, if I'm correct. Yes, it is. It's a first pressing of the UK, and it's in mint condition. So I'm going to be playing this tonight. That guy is a guy named he was on YouTube, but he doesn't upload anymore, and I think he should, because he used to upload some amazing stuff, and he's got an amazing Elvis collection, and he's a genuine guy, and you know, I love him to bits. We become really good friends. His name is Rossi73. He truly is an amazing guy. He does a lot of work, and he works hard at everything he does, and we've become really close friends, and I love him to bits. So Rossi, thank you so much for getting me back into vinyl again, and really, you know, just made me fall in love with vinyl. There was, however, only one vinyl of actual Elvis that I did own, and that I'll be showing that when I do my vinyl collection video for YouTube. And that's a record that my mother got me when I was young. That one always remained with me, and there's a reason, which will be explained. So that's the original UK first release of the vinyl. That's the way it is. Now I know there is a few different versions of the vinyl release, such as FTD versions. There are variations with covers and so forth through different countries, but that's the one I have, and that's the one I'm going to stick with. So we've seen the video. We're going to also be talking about, as I show the collection, there are things I'm going to be talking about, like songs Elvis recorded, songs that Elvis wanted to perform, but we'll go through all of that as we go along with the releases, because there's information that I found out, you see, from these releases. So, okay, so we had the video, we've had the vinyl. Do forgive me for bending over, but we then also had the CD. This is the standard CD version. I'm sorry about the reflections, and I'm sorry about the glare. Okay, so now I'm going to learn not to try to repeat myself so much. Okay, which even though I've showed it in my first video, I'm going to show it you again. Now I'm going to, at some point, I'm sure this was also released on the Club Edition. Now all Club Edition CDs, from what I'm aware of, only 1,000 of them was ever pressed and done. So that's this one here. I'm going to show you the booklet now to this one. So this is the inside. It gives you the track listings, and it gives you the lyrics as well. And by here it gives you a brief information about the album, and about that's the way it is. Okay. So we've got the booklet and the CD. Now I do know there are many different CD releases of That's the Way It Is, and there is one I want to get hold of. I think it's like the original Masters or something. The cover's got some like lines on them. I can't remember now what it's called. I'll know if I've seen it. And at the moment it's quite expensive, but I will get hold of it at some point. I know I will. So that's the standard CD. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna look into the Club Edition and the other one that I want as well. So that's the CD. They also released released it on CD as a special edition, which is a 3 CD box set, like that. This is also a cool set. Actually, let's go back to the original soundtrack. I'm going to tell you the song listings on here. The original soundtrack was I Just Can't Help Believing, 20 Days and 20 Nights, How the Web Was Woven, Patch It Up, Mary in the Morning, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, I've Lost You, Just Pretend, Stranger in the Crowd, The Next Step is Love, and Bridge Over Troubled Waters. So we've got that, and then on here then we have CD1, which is basically the first 12 tracks on CD1 is the soundtrack, and then you've got other songs recorded then, which was Love Letters, When I'm Over You, Something, I'll Never Know, Sylvia, Cindy, Rags to Riches. I'm not going to tell you the track listings of all the CDs, because you can easily find this out on the internet. It's a great set to have. I'll show you some close-ups here, see how close I can get. But what I love with this is the actual CDs is just in the case, and this is printed on. This is so lovely how they did this. I think this is so cool. I mean, they did an amazing job putting this together. With a slipcase with everything printed on it. And then this comes with you have CD1, which is presented like this. Oh, you can see my reflections there of Pitch to Graceland, and yeah. So CD1. Then you have CD2, which is the concert. Oh, do you know what? The hell with it. I will read you the track listings. But just for this set. On here you have the concert, which was That's Alright Mama, Mystery Train and Tiger Man, Hound Dog, Love Me Tender, Just Pretend, Walk a Mile in My Shoes, There Goes My Everything, Words, Sweet Caroline, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, Polka Salad Annie, Heartbreak Hotel, One Night With You, Blue Suede Shoes, All Shook Up, Little Sister / Get Back, I Was the One, Love Me, Are You Lonesome Tonight, Bridge Over Troubled Waters, Suspicious Minds, and Can't Help Falling in Love. Now, some of these, they were released for the first time. Obviously you've got the little, you might not be able to see there, but it's got like a, it says previously unreleased with a star at it, and it's got like the different stars to be at the end of each song for what was previously unreleased. And by the looks of it, looks of this, basically everything wasn't released apart from I Was the One. So it's pretty cool to have. And all of them has a different picture in it and so forth. So that's man, you can just about see the writing there. And then you have CD3. Now CD3 was the rehearsal. Okay, the rehearsal. Now this rehearsal contained I Got a Woman, I Can't Stop Loving You, 20 Days and 20 Nights, The Next Step is Love, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, Stranger in the Crowd, Make the World Go Away, Don't Cry Daddy, In the Ghetto, Peter Gunn Theme Instrumental, That's Alright Mama, Cotton Fields, Yesterday, I Can't Stop Loving You, Such a Night, It's Now or Never, Now and Then There's a Fool Such as I, Little Sister Get Back, I Wash My Hands in Muddy Water, Johnny Be Good, Mary in the Morning, The Wonder of You, Santa Claus is Back in Town, Farther Along, and Oh Happy Day. And again, it's got the star with previously unreleased and so forth. So that was, I think this was like one of the first initial releases that we had, where it contained the soundtrack and some other singles, and we had a concert and a rehearsal. There's something else I've actually forgot to get out, but I'm going to just quickly grab it to show you. Something I've forgotten about. I'll do that now though in a minute. This also comes with a booklet. Nothing on there, but that's the book. And this gives you, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That might be good as a banner as well. Show you the booklet here. This gives you obviously about this box set, about that's the way it is, about the track listings. Show you some documentations. See, then you got the track listings. Yes, track listings. I'm sorry about the light. I'm trying to get it the best way that I can. I know the weather outside is a bit up and down today. 1 minute it's fine, the next minute it's raining, then it's really sunny. You know how it is. I always say the weather is like the bus service. Very unpredictable. That's pretty cool actually. That'd be a pretty cool background. Oh, screensaver. Giving ideas, you know, aren't I? Okay. That's an awesome picture of Elvis from That's the Way It Is. One of my favourites. I love that. Okay, so there we have that box set. We walked barefoot through the misty meadows, laughing at each other in the rain. Made some faces at some people in the park, and then they thought that we were insane. Sorry, just my I've done this completely wrong. That's because I wasn't concentrating. Okay, I'll correct it later. So then we got that box set. Then we come to like DVD releases, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the DVD releases because that's the whole point of the video, to celebrate it. Okay, so when it comes to the DVD releases, the original, very first DVD release of That's the Way It Is was originally done in 1998, and it was, well, between 97 and 98. It was first released only released actually in America, or was it Canada? I think it was America. Printed in the USA. So yeah, it'd be in the USA. It was released, and the first version was one of those like clippy covers, like the clip cases. And you'd open up and it was out of cardboard and stuff. I actually don't like those cases. I think they're quite flimsy, and I just don't like them. I have a few of them because some DVDs it's the only way they got released, but I personally don't like them myself. So I bought this version. Now this actually was quite expensive to buy. This cost me £60. I think it was £60, 58. I can't remember now without looking at my documents, which I do hold records of, and I did talk about this in my DVD YouTube videos when I'm showing my DVDs. Now, if you'd seen my DVD videos, you would have seen that all my original Elvis DVDs I keep in a pouch. I'm sorry, I'm looking around because I'm thinking of how easy and how accessible it will be to get hold of very easily, and I'm going to just get that book that I said I forgot. Bear with me a second. Okay, I'm back. So all my original DVDs I backed up, but my original discs are in this pouch. Okay? This is my original DVDs, and I backed them all up, and I put the backups in the cases. So here's my backup for That's the Way It Is, the original version. Now when I backed it up, I was able to do something that I was happy about, because this actually was double-sided. The disc was double-sided. In fact, if you look here, it says the screen formats is the widescreen version and the standard version too. So, and I like the standard version better because when I was growing up, all I ever watched was the VHS, which was standard, full screen, not widescreen or letterbox. Now, the DVD came with one of these. I'm not sure if the original version, which was the clipboard version, came with one of these, but this one did. tells you about it and so forth, and chapters. They did make a boo-boo though. They made a bit of a boo-boo on this. On the menu, it says on one of the subjects, as you can see, this is actually how the menu is. Let's see if I can. Whoa! Oh, right. Okay. That's how the menu is. Now, on one of the concert performances, they actually put, I think it was on Bridge Over Troubled Waters, they put You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. Only titles, but when you click the performance, it is Bridge Over Troubled Waters. I think it's that one anyway they've done it with. But other than that, everything is perfect. I absolutely love this. This is a DVD that I'll always enjoy. Now the original DVD for it is in here, in my pouch. And here it is, it's double-sided. It says there side A, which is which. Oh, I'm showing you the camera now, never mind. But basically, when it came to doing the backup, I was able to select what I wanted to do. And just for, I'll keep that for a second. Basically, I copied the whole thing, but the version I did was the full screen version, you know. Okay, now what I really truly love about it is the fact the 1970s theatrical version for me is obviously something I grew up with. So if I could choose out of both versions, because it went out of print for a long time, I would always choose the original version. But here in the UK, this got discontinued. It never got released in the UK on DVD. This version, the theatrical 1970 version, never got released on DVD for many, many years. And if I know correctly, it was actually quite short-lived as well when it came out in the States. So I was really happy to get hold of that, and now we can still bring in. Let's move this camera a bit closer because I know the weather changes. The light is a bit okay. Now, when I first discovered it hadn't been released on DVD here in the UK, only the States, when I scoured everywhere for it, I finally found it on Amazon. So I was really lucky to get hold of that, and it still brings in a good amount as well now when it's on eBay. Now, many years in after that, coming back then to 2001. They said and announced that they were going to reissue, that's the way it is, but they were going to do a little bit more than just reissue it. They were going to completely redo it. They were going to do a completely different version. They were going to restore it, remaster it, and I was like, yes! And I thought, I wonder if they're going to be adding any new performances. Yep, the special edition came. Elvis, that's the way it is, special edition. I was very excited when I saw the trailer because I just thought it was just awesome. Let's see if I can move this around just a little bit. I don't know if I've made it worse now or better. My eyes seem a little dark, don't they? Okay, that's a little bit better. I do apologise. It's just I don't know how long my phone will record for, so I've got to do it by the camera again. So anyway, this is obviously my backup of that. That's very basic and simple, and I have said about redoing that. And the original disc is in my pouch. Okay, it's my original disc. Now I can zip it up. I saw the trailer, I heard all the news, all the reviews, and I was very excited. And then when it came out, I was very excited. And when I watched the whole complete concert, yes, I really loved it. I watched it on and off for days. I really, however, though, didn't understand why. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can get another light juice from somewhere. Let's see if I can just do something a little bit here. Okay, let's hope that stays. I've just put the camera I just put the light on my phone on, so let's just hope that'll stay there. Okay, so got to improvise, haven't you? Anyway, getting back to this. I was really delighted and slightly disappointed at the same time. I was so grateful for the performances I hadn't seen, such as the performances of You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, and one or two others. I do apologise. It's because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. So yeah, I was disappointed and happy at the same time. Like I said, the performances of You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, and the alternate performances for like, or should I say, the other performances they used for like Heartbreak Hotel, Suspicious Minds. I was really over the moon to see those, but I was a little disappointed in kind of how it was put together. I mean, first of all, I noticed they took out all the talking parts and all the interviews, which is okay at the end of the day. I mean, you know, times have moved on, things have changed, they wanted to do something a little different, so I can understand it. But even though my personal opinions, I still prefer how they done it originally. Now, they took out concert performances such as, I'll tell you now, I've Lost You, Bridge Over Troubled Waters, Sweet Caroline, and Just Can't Help Believing. They took those out, and I was gutted, because they were great performances, and I Just Can't Help Believing was a big hit. And same with the others. Why take them out? Well, why couldn't they have taken them from a different concert and just used different performances like they did do with Heartbreak Hotel, you know, and some of the others, Suspicious Minds, you know. I thought that they could have done that, but hey, pardon the pun, but that's the way it is, I guess. Well, that's the way it was back at that point when they was doing this. Yeah, I say a lot just because I'm trying to think at the same time. There's so much to go over and I'm trying to remember everything, so I do apologise. We have some thunder, and I believe there was a spot of lightning then on the one side. Ooh, right, okay. The other thing was, as well, when they came to doing Elvis in the Ladder Suit performances of, I believe it was In the Ghetto and The Wonder of You on the special edition, I always get these kind of confused because of the other performances that were also put out. Now, the reason why I mention those performances is because they fade out to black and fade back in. I don't know why they did that. That was, to me, that didn't make sense. They could have shot to an audience and then bring it back, you know, to where Elvis was doing those songs. And they also cut out Don't Cry Daddy, which Elvis did as, he didn't do it originally, because originally it was Walk a Mile in My Shoes that came along with that. And the way to hear that originally is if you go to the box set, Elvis Reed Booklet, the International, you'll find out the history about that particular medley. They're going straight in from one to another. Anyway, in so I didn't get why they done the fade outs, the fade in and the fade outs and so forth. I didn't get that. In 1992, we had a release. Kicking everything around here now, I am. Bear with me, bear with me. Okay, now in 1992 we got a release, and this one was an epic release. In all fairness, it was this one here, Elvis: The Lost Performances. This is the original 1992 VHS release. And I thoroughly enjoyed this because this gave outtakes from That's the Way It Is and Elvis on Tour. But they put outtakes on here, they didn't put on here. and this had never been released on DVD. So I replicated the cover, digitally converted my own version of it, and put it together myself. However, it did, if you wanted it pressed, it did come out on a VCD. It will come out. Now you maybe think, well, why is he showing the lost performances? And why is he going into detail about it? Well, to me, it's still part of the That's the Way It Is, because of the outtakes that were contained on here. Because there are outtakes contained on here that are not in the special edition. And if you wanted it really pressed, I mean, this is a good thing, this is a one disc as well, so I suppose you could put this into a DVD case and say, well, hey, I got a pressed disc of it. But I did some other work on mine. So anyway, you have those releases. Now, they could have used performances such as There Goes My Everything and many others. Or when it came to like Rehearsals, again, there's some things that's not in the other release. But I really didn't get, like I said, I don't get why they didn't use alternate performances for the songs they cut out. I don't know why they did the fade outs. Excuse me again. I do apologize. I feel really rude when I do that. Sorry. Really apologize. The trailer as well for the DVD. When you put the DVD in, same with the video, but the video is slightly different, and I do have the original video as well, which again I forgot to get out, but I'm not going to get it out for this. Why am I forgetting things? Old age at 33 this year. There we go. I think, personally myself, if I were to pick out of the two, I would still always pick this one to watch. This is really good, but this one is the one I'd pick. This one, when it came out on DVD and Blu-ray, it came out on Blu-ray as well, which I'll also get into, because there's another story that goes with it. You watch the trailer on the DVD, and it's misleading because it's not the trailer for this. It's the trailer for this one, the theatrical version. So anybody who is sort of newly discovered Elvis, the younger generation and so forth, when they would have bought this, I bet some people would have thought, well, why are they showing the trailer to that? Or if they were watching the trailer, they go, oh, this song is in, oh, brilliant. But then they watch this and it's completely different. Those songs are missing. I know that there are things in trailers that are not necessarily in the final edit or the final cut of the movie. There are loads of movies like that. I mean, I got a few Steven Seagal movies where they show things in the trailers that are not actually in the movies. But this is a little bit more, there's a lot more in the trailer for the original That's the Way It Is that is not shown in the special edition. So to me it's a little bit more misleading. So out of the two, I would always pick the original. And when I watch it these days, this is the original one I watch. And there's also another reason why I haven't gotten rid of this. Not only is it a part of my collection, but there's something to do with how they obviously done it when they like repressed it and so forth, or try to like sort of remaster the footage and everything. Because now we come to the double disc edition. In 2010, they released the double edition on DVD. So bear in mind, this originally was released on DVD, the original theatrical version, in 1997/1998 in America. But it wasn't released in the UK until 2010 on DVD, where they started doing they done like different collections, and this was a double disc edition, or it was like the 2-disc special edition, DVD 1 being the special edition and DVD 2 being the theatrical version. I never got that. Shouldn't have been the other way around. I mean, I know this like class as a bonus basically, but I still think they should have done it in order. Just my opinion. Now, on where he goes to sing, on the double edition, in 2010, he's about to sing Love Me Tender, and there's a shot where the camera goes to the audience, and they show a little girl, and then they go from the little girl back to Elvis on stage. It freezes for just a split second, actually freezes, and myself, when I watch a new DVD, I'm looking for everything. I'm enjoying the movie, but if there's something that's not quite right, I'll notice it with a click of a finger. And that is something I noticed. And when I first noticed that, I thought there was something wrong with the disc. So I still have the receipt, because I never throw away receipts if I buy them brand new. I'll always keep them until I watch them and I'm happy with them. I actually took the DVD back and said that there's a glitch, basically, because that's what I thought it was, just a glitch of the disc of this particular one. So I took it back and I replaced it. Took it back home, rewatched it from beginning to end, and the same thing happened. What did I do? Yet again, I took it back, and I said, look, you must have a bad batch of the, it must have been pressed wrong or whatever, but it shouldn't be glitching like this. I generally thought it was something of the way that stock had been. I didn't think every one of them was like it. I should have had maybe a little bit more common sense to think, well, maybe it's how it was done. But I kind of hoped I was wrong. So I basically got my money back, and I actually bought it then from somewhere else, and it was the same. So I just accepted it, and I thought, right, it just must be the way it was done. I don't understand it, but there we go, it is what it is. And then I bought, I basically had it, and because it was brand new, I actually gave it away then as a present to somebody, because I didn't want it. I'd already had the special edition, and I already had the original version, which, because of the glitch and everything, I still always went back to this version, because this was better. So, because this doesn't glitch, it runs very smoothly. So if you've got the special edition, double disc version, check your original version out. And you can check it out with every other release you may have of it after. Like, if you got... I'll come to it now in a sec. So I always had this version, and the 2-disc special edition was not getting used, was not getting, attention, so I gave it away as a gift. I then had, a couple of years ago, when it was finally put onto Blu-ray, the Blu-ray of it. And this one came from America. I didn't have it in the UK. This is not the UK version of it, because I wanted the book that came with it on the hype sticker there. So, 2-disc collector's edition includes remaster 2001 special edition on Blu-ray for the first time, 40-page book with a look at life backstage. So this did have something on the back as well, which is I believe it's contained, I put it somewhere away with Elvis on tour. So I bought this, I had this bought me. Got this and Elvis on tour. So it comes with a great book. Now, when I first got this and I was looking at it, I actually thought, there's some information there, I actually thought it was the theatrical version would also be on Blu-ray. I kind of thought to myself, how would that look on Blu-ray quality? I mean, that would just look, wow, unbelievable. I mean, if my original DVD is anything to go by, then, So it's got a great book containing some great pictures, great info. It did, however, contain some bonus outtakes of Elvis singing like Stranger in the Crowd and so forth. Same with the DVD version, the double disc DVD which I gave away. But the reason why I gave away is because I had something else at that time containing outtakes, so I didn't need it. And I'll get onto that in a minute. So it's a great book. But the disc 2, the 1970, you got the Blu-ray, and then you got the DVD of the theatrical version. So this was a bit of a tester. I thought, ooh, it's a completely different version now, completely different pressing and so forth. let's go back to that part. So again, I watched the DVD of the theatrical version from this set, and the same thing happened. It freezes for a slight second. No, I know it may sound fussy, and people who may be watching this think, "Oh, you're making a big deal about that? Come on." Sorry, but it's just my way. I mean, when I watch something, I like to watch them in straight. I know glitches can happen, but when I know they're not originally there, it's something I try to, rectify or get out there, like sometimes. Now, funny enough, a few other collectors had actually say the same thing to me at the time about it glitching. This was way after I'd already, got rid of mine. This was when I got talking with other collectors about it. It's something that they noticed as well. Now, after that, a couple of years ago, they released an awesome box set. They released this baby. That's the way it is. Deluxe edition, 8 CDs and 2 DVDs. 10 disc set takes you behind the scenes of the classic MGM documentary that captures Elvis's legendary Las Vegas summer season shows of 1970. Original album expanded with single versions and outtakes, plus 6 complete shows and disc of rehearsal takes. Includes many rare and unreleased performances. All concerts mixed or remixed and digitally mastered for the ultimate audio experience. Over 8.5 hours of music. 2 DVDs with both original theatrical version and re-edited extended version. 80-page color book contains rare photos, memorabilia, full session info, and new liner notes. Interview with director Dennis Sanders. Insightful quotes from the musicians and songwriters. So this was an excellent release. But even though there was a few releases beforehand, which I will get to when we start talking mainly about the outtakes and including the concert outtakes. Now I'm going to take this out to show you. Now this was very expensive when it came out. Very expensive. But I got this at a great deal. I got this at £50. $49.99. Sealed. The reason why it was so cheap, and it's stated in the listing, is due to damage on the outer box. Which was a little dent there. A little dent there. Oh yeah, I know it forms like a circle. I just noticed in the light, but that's the way the box was. But again, it's nothing. A little dent at the corner, and at the top, it was just like that, which can be sorted out with a bit of glue. Nothing. Just put a bit of glue under it and hold it down. That's fine. And over time, when you're moving things around or you're moving house, things are gonna have general wear and tear to it. I mean, it wouldn't be normal otherwise. So that was the only issue. Now on the back of this, it came with this. Alright, and as you can see it's folded at the bottom, so it originally came folded over like that. This tells you what's on each disc, and at the top it gives you a brief information about the box set and about that's the way it is basically. So that was the only problem. No other damage, nothing at all. And I thought to myself, well, that's a bargain at £50. I'm still going to get it. It's still the same thing. So I wasn't going to sneeze at that. This comes with a great book. A great book. Absolutely love this. I'm not sure how good this is showing. All I should do really is just move the camera, but I've got it all set up on a tripod. I'm not going to be able to do this. I don't know. I should have planned this one more better, but I didn't. So there we go. So it's got some cool pictures in here. Great information. And I remember reading all of this when I first got this set, and you know, because that's what I love to do. I love reading. I love learning about different things. Some great cool pictures there. Singles, you know, sleeves of the singles that came out. There's one year for Elvis Presley, note size, and album covers from over the years, different countries, newspaper clip-ins and articles. So yeah, this is an awesome book with an awesome set. It's brilliant to hear the concepts remastered. Advertisements as well for other albums at the time. So yeah, this was a great book. And then you have the DVDs, which is presented like that. And again, DVD 1 is the special edition. DVD 2 is the original theatrical version. Again, maybe it's just me being picky, but I would have put it the other way around, because to me it makes more sense, because you get to see how it originally was, and then all of a sudden when you watch the second, it's like, whoa, this is how it's changed. So yeah, there are different things I would have done differently. And again, same thing happens. I put this in to watch, and at that point, yes, it glitches for just that 1 second. And these the CDs. And here you've got CD 1. Okay, so as you can tell, they're all CD 1. You have the original album, so 1 to 12, songs 1 to 12. You've got the original soundtrack album. Then you've got 13 to 16, the original singles, which is I've Lost You, The Next Step is Love, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, Patch It Up. Then you got the outtakes, which is 17 to 21, which is How the Web Was Woven, take 1, I've Lost You, take 1, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, take 2, Patch It Up, take 1, Bridge Over Troubled Water, take 1. CD 2, you've got August 10th, Opening Night. CD 3, August 11th, Dinner Show. CD 4, August 11th, Midnight Show. CD 5, August 12th, Dinner Show. CD 6, August 12th, Midnight Show. CD 7, August 13th, Dinner Show. And CD 8 is the Rehearsals. And again, you got a little star saying, you know, previously unreleased. So everything with that on. So it was great to have the concerts, all of the concerts finally remastered, to hear them in all their glory. I just think they're phenomenal. I think they're absolutely amazing. I truly do. And he sounded amazing as well. I mean, how could somebody have a voice like that? I mean, his voice was just gold, pure gold. And boy, I tell you, I don't care what anyone says. You know, he was and is, and always will be the greatest entertainer who ever lived. You know. So I'm very careful when I put these away, because I take good care of my collection. And I always keep things in order. I think things in order are quite important for the chronology of the collection. Okay, so now let's see. So you had all the outtakes and everything, and you had the special edition box set, and obviously when they did it and it glitched and everything. I didn't. There's a reason why I wasn't bothered about when it came to the outtakes on the 2-disc special edition and also the Blu-ray. The reason for that is before they released the box set I just showed, they because although I love the rehearsals, I'm more partial to the concerts, but I still like to study the rehearsals as well. They released the box sets. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe I should come to this after I show that one. Right, okay, no, I'll show this now. They released the box set called Elvis, That's the Way It Is, The Complete Works. This is an absolute gem to have. This contains, okay, here we go, I'm going to read the description on the back. This box set is a mammoth project, 38 years overdue. It is filled with a power-packed collection of standout performances by Elvis Presley during his summer 1970 engagement at the International Hotel in Las Vegas for the filming of the movie That's the Way It Is. The set chronicles through audio, video, and still photography a special era in the life of the king of rock and roll. For the first time, not only do we have all the 6 shows that were recorded for the movie on CD, but also 3 DVDs filled with over 9 hours of excellent edits and multi-angle shots. The set also includes a hardback book with many interesting facts and photographs. Great care has been taken to give the fans a limited edition package that will provide hours of pleasure for many years to come. What you are holding in your hands is by far the most complete collection of recordings and film recorded for MGM's Elvis, That's the Way It Is. Welcome to the complete works. So I've just read all of that out, and I'll be honest with you, it is amazing. So before you had all the concerts remastered in here, and you also had rehearsals in the other sets and so forth. You know, there was no DVD footage of like sort of outtakes apart from the lost performances, and obviously when they did this, the double edition DVD with the bonus footage on. So here we go. Here, this is a lovely book as well. It comes in 2 parts when it's out of the box. Okay, this one's That's the Way It Is behind the scenes. This is a lovely book. This is, and again, I've read everything now. Oh, I'm actually showing you this one a little bit backwards because here is DVD 3. Elvis, That's the Way It Is, the rehearsals. So that's DVD 3. Okay, so, and then I believe, no. Now this book contains information that not even I knew, and it contains detailed information about the special edition, obviously, and it tells you about the sales of it, and tells you about the DVD releases and the it basically summarizes what I said about with the US version and the other editions, and it focuses on some of the stuff that I was talking about with this release. It goes into quality. It tells you why this box set was also done. It gives you the track listings for CD 1, CD 2, CD 3, CD 4, CD 5. So it gives you all the track listings. I love this box set, I must admit. You got the DVDs. Now the DVDs are awesome. I think the DVDs are the main part of this collection for me, along with the book. because although the CDs are great, the remastered versions are better, and something came today which I'll show you, possibly last, because I'll go in order a little bit. So you've got some great information. This is where I also learned well about some of the track listings of the concerts and some of the songs that were actually rehearsed and not put into the show. Now there was a rehearsal here as well where Elvis didn't want filmed, which I'll read that part when I come to it. So I'm going to skim through this. Right, again, I'm not going to show you all the pages. Or should I? But this tells you as well about the information about each rehearsal. Like this one, for instance. Rehearsals, Culver City. Right? So it gives you the information about, you know, recording stages 1 and A. So it gives you the information about each sort of rehearsal. For instance, Elvis and his rhythm section began more than 3 weeks of rehearsals for the Las Vegas opening and the conception of the documentary, blah 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 blah. It tells you the numbers like I washed my hands in muddy water, got my mojo working, cotton fields, Froggy went courting, is it? Stagger Lee, a stranger in my own town, served mainly as division, a chance to unwind in the most of more serious work. Or the midst of more serious work, see? Like I said, like, information like that has never really been put out about that's the way it is, or like featured in the documentaries and the, you know, the rehearsals or featured in the movie. So you've got also stuff like piano man Glenn D. Harden worked out new arrangements of some of the old songs, proving himself once again a valuable addition taught the group to the group. Vocally demanding numbers like Heart of Rome and Tomorrow Never Comes were most often dropped as too exhausting, but contemporary songs like George Harrison's Beatles song Something and B.J. Thomas's hit I Just Can't Help Believing and the Righteous Brothers' smash and producer Phil Spector's masterpiece You've Lost That Loving Feeling added significant new dominates to Elvis's concert repertoire. So again, information like that, you know, shows that, you know, other songs were worked on, talked about, but were then dropped. You know, and it would have been amazing to hear him sing Heart of Rome in concert. I mean, you can just imagine that. Now, in these outtakes, during this collection, you do hear him rehearse Tomorrow Never Comes. And, you know, and I mean by, what I mean by DVDs, I mean, they're not pictures showing, you know, over the songs. They actually, the cameras are in the studio when he's rehearsing these songs, you know. And you get to see him rehearse songs like It's Now or Never. It gives you then about Elvis returns to Los Angeles, rehearses Continue. And, yeah, Wednesday the 29th, July 29th, Elvis returns to MGM Studios in Culver City for more filming. Perhaps at the request of MGM, Elvis and the band were the exact same clothes on this, to wear the exact same clothes as this day. Sorry. I should have my glasses on when reading, see, I'm sorry. I'll read that again. Elvis returns to MGM Studios in Culver City for more filming. Perhaps at the request of MGM, Elvis and the band wore the exact same clothes on this date as they did on the 15th. The songs, however, are very different. There are some who believe that this rehearsal actually takes place on the evening of July 15th. 20 plus tracks were knocked out, one after another, showing a relaxed Elvis, comfortable with the band and cameras. Exciting versions of Little Sister, Get Back, Stranger in the Crowd, coupled with rare oldies like Baby Let's Play House, Money Honey, A Fool Such As I, Such a Night, make this a memorable day for Dennis Sandler's and the film crew. And I bet it did. So again, every rehearsal is spoke about, and I absolutely love, and I'll show you it now in a second, there's some great photographs in here. Some lovely, great photographs. That's how good this book is. I've kept it in like mint condition. There's a rehearsal where you see Elvis in his blue shirt, which there was no footage of, and I believe there is a reason for that. I'm just going to get to it, but I'm going to try and see. I'll show you. Or is that explained somewhere else? There is a section where... Aha! There's how I went past it. Haha! Okay. Okay. What I first this is the immediate time. What's that? I'm just trying to find where they settled. They had continued rehearsals at the 1 week for the hotel for the opening of the first book on stage. At the last minute. Sorry, on regulations, please consider that. Okay. I do apologise. I know that this may be a little boring, but basically, right, I can't exactly remember where I put it. I'm taking too long. This rehearsal here with Elvis with the blue shirt on. This rehearsal, Elvis actually asked them not to film because Elvis wanted to concentrate on more of the serious rehearsals to be with what songs were put into the show, on what songs was actually dropped. So Elvis didn't want to be filmed on that rehearsal, but I do believe a recorder was taken in. I did read it in here, and obviously I'd like to try and read how everything was, but I think it'd be too long for me to find it. But it does bug me though, because you know when you're used to reading something, I should have marked it or something. But anyway, in this book it does explain that Elvis didn't want that particular rehearsal filmed. Then we come to the second part of the box set, and for me was the most exciting part. Oh yes, oh yes. The complete works. The shows. And this is a lovely thing when it opens up. Goes up to that. And then like that. This is an amazing set. So you got all the CDs, and then you have a DVDs 1 and 2 here, which are the concerts, the concert outtakes. Well, when I say concert outtakes, these are actually the complete concerts from start to finish, and they provide amazing footage. Which is why I thought, well, when it came to the special edition, why couldn't they have used some alternate performances? Why couldn't they have done something different or put more into it, you know? Because there is performances on here that are not seen in either editions. So instead of like replacing songs, wouldn't it have been a brilliant idea to do like a total remix? I can understand them only having a certain length of time for the movie. I mean, it's 92 minutes this one, the special edition lasted for. So, or approx 92 minutes. So, instead of putting songs in that we have heard on the original version, why not, okay, open it up with That's Alright Mama, I Got a Woman, or, you know, whatever, that's fine. But then why couldn't you have heard, like, other songs? You know, like There Goes My Everything, and, versions of songs that wasn't featured at all in either edition, you know. So I think that's what they should have kind of done. But there we go. Who am I to say? I'm just a fan. a picky and fussy fan at that point. Now, I made my own DVD of the my own version of the Lost Performances because I thought this was an amazing release in '92, so I put my own version of it together called The Lost Performances 27 Years On. And what I did was, now in this set here, the concerts are featured. You've got a screen in the middle, then you may have a screen at the bottom, a screen at this side, a screen that side, maybe a screen at the top, a screen in the middle. You know, multi-screen, they change throughout. So what I decided to do was go through every single concert and edit out all the screens, so it was all in one widescreen, right? Not letterbox, widescreen, so you had more. And what I decided to do was go through every performance that was featured in the theatrical version of That's the Way It Is, the special edition of That's the Way It Is, and the Lost Performances, and decided to edit out everything. I took out everything, put my own DVD together of all. I've just focused on the concerts on here, so this is complete outtakes. Everything that's on here is not featured in any of these. So adding that, that's one awesome collection. This is my booty and my baby, and it stays with my collection of all my other booties and babies. Then we're going to come, then we are to FTD. Now FTD is an amazing company. It's an official company as well. It's a collector's label. They brought out loads of Elvis That's the Way It Is editions over the years. The original album, because there are many other releases of Elvis That's the Way It Is. I don't have every one of them. I only have the ones that I want. This was, I believe, one of the first books in 2001. So this came obviously not long after or during this. It's called Elvis That's the Way It Was, an audio-visual documentary by Sheriff Hannah and Ernest Michael Jurgensen. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong there. This is a brilliant book. And comes with a CD. Now I'm going to read the back. A 96 pages journey through the making of That's the Way It Is. And it claims immaculate collection of photos, rare and classic photos in black and white and colour, including a 75 minutes CD containing music from each of the recorded events, primarily focusing on previously unreleased material. And that's the back of this book. And it says RCA and everything, and BMG, because it is official. FTD is an official company. And everybody I know, I know everybody who have collected and so forth will know that, but I've just said that for those who may not collect in or may never heard of FTD, but check them out. FTD is an amazing company. They bring up brilliant work. It's hard to even describe FTD because I think they're all amazing. Okay, that's a good start, wasn't it? Open the page to nothing. So yeah, that's the way it was. And then you've got, again, reading the information in this. FTD is great. You won't find them in the shops, however. You won't go to HMV and find an FTD on the shelf. But please check them out. Type Google Elvis FTD collector's label, because they are truly amazing, really are. Okay, so you've got this book full of information, pictures, information on the studio rehearsals and everything. Documentations, I love these documentations for the plans. Show some close-ups of those. Brilliant book. When I first had this, now when I first started collecting CDs, it's not that I don't like FTD because I think they're brilliant. I was just mainly used to standard albums and so forth, so I haven't actually got any like FTD CD releases that they've done over the years. I used to, but I couldn't afford them. I was just getting some of the stuff that I could afford, so sadly I don't have them. But I do have this, and I do have something else as well, which I'll show you. And there's the CD that came with it. So that's that. I do apologise for changing sides all the time. So that's that. Now, back last year, I think this was the year before. I think it was last year. They released another bootleg box set was released, basically of 8 CDs. The Rehearsals, Elvis, That's the Way It Is. 8 CDs, and it was a limited edition. And basically, it was like that. That's the set, and it was just focused on the Rehearsals. That's the one I had. CD. Oop. Okay, so that's that. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was great to have. Really enjoyed it. Also last year. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this because this next thing is heavy as hell. Okay, so last year, I remember being very ill when I received this. It was on a Christmas time too. Day before Christmas Eve, was it? Or 3 days before Christmas Eve? Something like that it was. No, I know it wasn't Christmas Eve. I can't remember. A couple of days before Christmas Eve. I had this back. Ugh. This is volumes 1, 2, and 3. And I can't hold this blooming thing. It is heavy. That's the only thing I didn't get about this, is the design. It seems odd. Now, they brought out a volume 4 and 5. But I'm not going to buy volume 4 and 5. Now, if I take these out... Oh, goodness me. Oh! Well, I might buy volume 4 and 5 if I can ever find them at a certain price, just to go with it. Now, when I bought this, I had 18 bonus photos along with it. I'll show them in order. I love the photos from this rehearsal because this rehearsal was never filmed. This is the one that Elvis said, look, you know, I want to work, I want to focus more on the songs that's going to basically be in the concert, and I want to go through this as like a last minute sort of thing. So it was that one. That one. And you can tell, I mean, from looking at all the photos, I mean, he was focused on everything. But these photos, they just, I don't know, there's just something different a little bit about the way he looks. I don't know whether he looks more focused on these. Because, I mean, like I said, he wanted that rehearsal to be more of a, well, yeah, I'm going to do this, or no, I'm not going to do that. Let's work on this again, but no, maybe not. This red, the red shirt. I'm going to thank someone when I show you this next box set after I show you these books. And I'm also going to be mentioning a fan club. If you can hear something in the background, it's because I've had the fan on. It is so warm. See, Elvis with that J200 guitar. Some people call it the SJ200, which stands for Super Jumbo. Some concert shots. Now, believe it or not, these books I haven't fully got looking into yet. Well, or should I say I've not completed them yet. That sounds more better. So they're the bonus photos I had. And you know me, I'll put this away now. You know the old saying, you look after your stuff and your stuff will look after you. And that, my friends, is very true. I mean, I've got things I've had for so many years, including equipment. Oops. My phone is going. It's my mum. Hiya, Mum. Wait till I tell my mum that she phoned me doing my video. I don't know. Right, so where was I? So yeah, they were the bonus pictures that I had. That was there. Okay, volume 1 is Elvis, that's the way it is. Volume 1, the MGM Rehearsals. So, if I open this up, that's how these are done. I have to try and be very careful. I'm not going to go into the rehearsals, but then these are, some of them are blurry. Not all of them, some of them are. The feel of the pictures is good. Some pretty cool art, mind. Pretty cool art. Obviously, information there. Great photographs there. There. Now, believe it or not, I haven't actually, like I said, I haven't completed looking through all of these yet. But something else have come today that I'm a little bit more focused on at the moment. I'm not going to go through every page, but I'm going to go through and skim through for you. So some of them are blurry. These are heavy as well to hold, very heavy. Great action shots there. I also don't want to ruin or break the book. I do apologise, that hurt my hand, hurt my arm. Oh, right. Hold it now. Okay. So we've got Las Vegas, Volume 2, the Las Vegas Rehearsals and Opening Night. So I'm going to listen just a little bit more. Holding it together, see? Blurry picture, but there. What I should do really is do a video where I show these books like page by page, but they would be an extremely long book, a long video. Blurry picture. But there. Information then about the Las Vegas, the band and so forth, and obviously opening night. Oh, man. Don't tell the judge, boy. Okay. And now we've got Summer Festival, that's the way it is. Volume 3. The concerts. Okay, so we open up like this. Well, some of these are actually blurry. I haven't gone on to the concert part yet of these. So I like to take my time when reading books, and I'll ring him back because I'm busy. Right then. Anyway, there's some blurry pictures of the concert here. But still, they're pretty cool to have. This is from film reels. I'm probably not going to show a lot like I do with the others. These are heavy books on my shoulders and I feel in. Oh my goodness. More film reels. I do apologise, I'm just trying to keep myself alert as well at the same time. Oh! These are pretty cool, backstage photos and like photos that were taken with fans and different people. They are also pretty cool as well. What's great to see about these ones is the how he was just general backstage, just himself. There's also footage, obviously he's wearing a scarf there, so this has got to be from other concert. Then news reports, obviously some kind of letter there, a ticket. So there are all sorts of information. England, Sweden, or I think these are like fan clubs, are they? Sweden, New York. So it's different places. I noticed it. And then there's other photos. Oh, it's cool. So yeah, that's a little brief of volume 3. Let's put guess my light. So that's that box set. Like I said, they have made a volume 3. They have made a volume 4 and 5, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Should I get them? Shouldn't I get them? I'm a little bit iffy on having. I don't know. Maybe you can help me. Put down in the comments whether you think I should get them or not. You know, to go with this collection, or maybe do you think I should sell this collection? But at the same time, this was also a gift. So anyway, now what we're going to do is come to the last thing I'm going to show you. Because then we're going to talk a little bit about That's the Way It Is in general. So we'll find out Just trying to balance this a second. So I noticed the lights going a little bit. Okay. Right. So now I've already done a video on this. Oh. And I'm gonna thank somebody as well. This morning I got up very early, and I've already done a early morning video today, and God, still knocked out after that book. I was very excited because I knew exactly what it was when I saw it, and I've done the unboxing video of it, but I'm going to show it. Elvis, That's the Way It Is, 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Now this is amazing. The sound as well. I've listened to one of the CDs and they are just incredible. I'm going to give somebody a special thank you as well. I'd like to give a big thank you to my good best friend Darren at Elvis in Wharfdale, Wharfdale Fan Club. Okay, I'm gonna spell that to you because I'm not very good with some pronunciation on this. I think it's Wharfdale. It's W-H-A-R, because I've heard this spelled differently as well. W-H-A-R-F-E-D-A-L-E. Wharfdale. So Darren at the Elvis in Wharfdale Fan Club. I am so proud to be a friend of Darren's, and I'm so privileged and honoured about something that's going to happen next year, which I'm looking forward to. All will be revealed soon, baby. Oh yes. It's thanks to him that I have this. I really can't thank you enough. I'm so looking forward to sitting down. I've already started reading the book. That's why I'm sidetracked. You see, I'm still reading the big thick books, but I'm, you know, that big set then, should I say. But this is amazing. I'm going to make a point to some of the people that I've heard speak about this set. This is also done by Follow That Dream FTD. Okay, and I'm going to show you the contents in the middle in a minute. But I've seen some reviews saying that, you know, or they should have brought out, why didn't they bring out the DVDs of the footage? I would much rather that. They've already brought out a box set of CDs, so I'm not going to bother with that. Put it this way. Regardless of the other releases, this does contain things that are not in the other releases. Like, for instance, I know somebody brought up to me in conversation the other day about this set. Put it this way, not everything is complete, like it states. This features the complete rehearsals, songs that only came out that were only partially, like incomplete songs. This set has them complete, and the sound quality is amazing. The producers and the production and the idea to put this set together, when I read it in the book, because I read how the person got the people responsible for this, I read already how they came to do it and the inspiration and so forth. I just want to say to those people, which I will give a mention to now when I get the book out, I absolutely think you've done an absolutely amazing job with this book, with this box set, and I'm so privileged to own it. People have said, well, they brought out the 8 CDs in here. Yeah, here's the concepts. But they brought out the DVDs in here. You've got to remember as well that everything's been done by the book. Everything's done all above board and everything. So, I mean, this basically is a bootleg release. It's not an official release. It is a bootleg, right? Only a certain number of these, I think it was only 1,500, just like Elvis 77, the final curtain. 1,500 was brought out of these, and in fact, I'm not sure if this was a little bit less than the final curtain. I'm not sure, without rechecking my documents. But with all the releases, I mean, if you want, oh, this is heavy as well, mind. This set is just amazing. It really is. It's flawless. And the presentation for something different, I mean, I know what people are saying about footage, but again, you know, you also got to be grateful too about what is coming out as well. You know, I understand the frustration with the footage. I mean, I would love to see all the footage fully remastered, fully restored, but you know, it's just something that we've got to deal with. You know, we just got to deal with how things are, and just be fortunate for what we have and not for what we don't. I mean, here's the first book, the Rehearsals. Oh my lord, this is just amazing. I love the back cover as well because of what picture it is and where it's from. That rehearsal that never got filmed. The book presentation is absolutely lovely. I'm going to try to show it this way, I guess. Lovely presentation by David English and Pal Granlund. I just want to say to you guys, what a package. You guys are just amazing. Now this explains about how this first page tells you the information, tells you about the inspiration and the idea of that they had to put it together and why it came about. And it also explains as well about like the material of what to put in here and the music and so forth and how they were able to do it. So some of the people who are judging the fact, oh, you know, it's just another one of these things that are, you know, I'd rather this or I'd rather that. You need to understand, and without knowing the facts, you know, get some facts involved. You know, do some research. You know, maybe ask people. Don't be so quick to judge, because there are so many people in this world who can just judge with a click of a finger, you know, and it shouldn't be like that. There's so much hatred in the world these days, it's gone crazy, you know. So, especially with times that we're in, especially these day and ages with what's going on in the world, I mean, you know, the information, you know, I'm going to go back this way again, I'm going to put myself in pain, because this is worth it. Showing the set is worth it. Again, I'm not going to be going through everything, but so much information in here. Oh, you got chapter 2, Memphis to Nashville, so if I turn over slightly there, that story begins. Everything, all the information, everything's dated as well, about like Wednesday, May 27th, RCA issues a deal memo for producer Felton Jarvis to produce 15 to 20 sides during the month of June. At Elvis's suggestion, Jarvis quits his staff position at RCA in order to work independently for Elvis. Now, all these documentations, everything is here. All the information in detail, the pictures, they're so crisp and so amazing, you know, and in focus and presented very well. And what more can I say? And look at this detail. You know, the detail, the information, pictures of contracts and stuff like that, and ideas. Sorry, I'm gonna. Chapter 4, MGM Soundstage Rehearsals 2. So again, if I go into their film, you know, you got film footage. Everything's indexed. Everything is in the right place as it should be. I mean, look at these pictures of like memorabilia, you know, from that period as well. I mean, this is just incredible. I haven't even got this far yet when I've been reading it downstairs. I mean, the sharpness of the pictures, the quality, you just can't get anything better. I mean, even now that I'm looking, later on this afternoon, after I do this video and I've edited it and I've got it uploaded to YouTube, I'm going to be looking through these. I'm going to sit and look through Elvis taking a break. This is just a phenomenal set, and I'm so happy that I that I have it. I can't thank Darren enough, the producers who's done this book, everybody at FTD. I mean, these just phenomenal, just absolutely phenomenal, you know. What can I say? I can't say anything bad whatsoever. I can't, you know, it is just phenomenal. So again, it leaves me then, right, to another question. Leads me to another question. Should I keep or sell that one box that I just showed you? Again, bearing in mind it was a gift. That's book one. And the box presentation as well. It's so much better than the box set that I just showed you. In my opinion, anyway. Just book one. Book two. Ooh. The concerts. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not really dissing the other books. I mean, you know, they're still great to have. But wow. Just lush. Just pure lush. So, in here, that's how you got the contents, right? Film and Elvis, Chapter 2, International Hotel, August 10th. Chapter 3, International Hotel, August 11th. You know, and it goes on and on. And also Chapter 8, Phoenix, Arizona. Chapter 9, that's the way it is. I mean, this gives you the information on the concert that was filmed, which I believe was actually used in the original theatrical version. Oh my goodness, including Elvis sounds. This is awesome. Front of house PA monitor. The system rig was fairly complex. Set up as Elvis's Electro Voice RE15 microphone was connected to the Shaw power amplifier. Oh my! It even gives you. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm getting excited just looking at this. This is just amazing. You know, it really is. It gives you all that information, and oh my word! Because obviously I haven't got to this book yet. Oh, breathtaking photos, and the truck, the headliner. Oh my god! Again, these now I'm getting excited. You're just looking at this for the first time. I haven't even skimmed through this book, but the information that is on you, that is in you, you know. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't want to do anything to damage the books or anything like that. Oh, these pictures are just, oh, they're just awesome. And like I said when I was showing the other books, even the photos that are a bit blurry, they're still a part of the history. They're still a part of Elvis. You know, I mean, the documentations of each show, the production, but even like added notes, audio notes. The performances was released as part of the RCA Legacy Deluxe Edition. Elvis, that's the way it is. Catalog number as well, or barcode, I believe. 8 CD and 2 DVD box set. So even with like different releases that they've appeared on, it's all in this book. You know, in this box set. It is absolutely astonishing. It is amazing. You know, it really is amazing. I really cannot recommend this book enough. This box set. If you haven't got it, please go out and get it. It is truly breathtaking. Darren, I just don't know what to say, my friend. Yeah, the Arizona show, the Phoenix, Arizona. Pictures from there. I mean, wow, just wow. Post-production? I just can't get over how fantastically this book is put together. I mean, absolutely amazing. Sorry, I know I got a little bit excited there. I'm really sorry about that. Well, actually, do you know, no, I'm not sorry about that, because, you know, it's something to celebrate. It's the 50th anniversary, and David English and Pal Granlund, I gotta say to you both, what a production, what a product. And this, everybody, is their 8 CDs, and this is presented in the same kind of way as the concerts were done on this box set, if you think about it. Obviously different pictures used, presented the same. You know what I mean? I just think this is an amazing set, and oh, what a way to end the video other than on a high. So yeah, I mean, you know, I can't say enough about this set. I really can't. So if you haven't got it already, please get it. I mean, you just saw the way I got excited just about looking at the information about the microphone, the RE15. And I guess it's because obviously I've showed the RE15, and you know, I have I mean, I've actually, like I said, I've kept it on this guitar. Sorry. I just feel it's an amazing set. It's a great way to do the 50th anniversary. So personally myself, now we can talk a little bit about, we can talk just a little bit now about our personal feelings on That's the Way It Is. I think Elvis, That's the Way It Is really stood. I mean, Elvis was absolutely incredible. He was always incredible, but you know, when you watch him in That's the Way It Is and watch him on stage, the fun that he's having with the band, the even in rehearsals when he's having a laugh and a joke. I mean, some of the humour is forgotten about that Elvis had. I mean, it's like I was singing earlier on, and I said those lyrics to The Next Step Is Love. When I sometimes sing that song, I always go, we walked barefoot through the misty meadows, laughing at each other in the rain, made some faces at some people in the park, and then they thought that we were insane. Fun, look at us run, going nowhere special really fast. But we better get a move on, otherwise those people will come and kick off. So, you know, and I mean, I think if Elvis heard that, I think he would laugh his head off, because Elvis had a great sense of humour. Everybody always thought that Elvis never swore, he never used bad language, he was very courteous. And yeah, I mean, when he was in public and in front of everybody, of course. But if you watch some of the outtakes, if you listen to some of the CDs that has come out over the years, you'll find out that Elvis also had a great sense of humour, and things like that tickled him pink. I mean, during the rehearsals, the footage you see on here in the complete works, you know, you got Elvis doing In the Ghetto, and he goes, where the ship flies, or as the ship flies, not the swear word, I mean ship, as in going across the sea. That's what I mean anyway. I'll have to listen to it a little bit more closely to see what the words Elvis actually says. But that's not all. I mean, if you know, look at some of the craziness, and I mean, especially over the years, like Elvis on tour, I mean, there's outtakes of that. They're all on YouTube. They're all on YouTube. You know, so I think that I just think Elvis was absolutely loving the making of That's the Way It Is, and a lot of people still don't class it as a movie when it actually is classed as one of Elvis's movies. And I think it will be around for a very long time. I think new generations that are getting into it will find out and learn as they go along. And you know, I mean, what I hate is people who says, well, I'm older than you, so I know a little bit more than you. That's not the case. In fact, that's a load of baloney. Doesn't matter about the age, just how well you study and how well you look into it. There are things that people know that are not quite facts. So, but because of how other people look up to them and how they think they're so influenced, you know, people will believe, you know, anything they said or anything they say without looking into it. Whereas myself, I like looking into facts, and reading the books like this, you find so much information out. I know for the fact that when I read through these books here, the new ones that came today, I'm going to learn so much more that I didn't know. And I may even discover something that I once thought was true, but ain't. You know, it's just about learning, it's just about studying, and just enjoying the celebration, you know, of the concert, of the rehearsals. And I mean, if you think about the songs that Elvis sung during that period, and during the That's the Way It Is concerts, there were songs where you really truly had fun with, like Don't Be Cruel, and then you had including like songs like Love Me, and then there was like some serious songs such as like Bridge Over Troubled Waters and Just Pretend, when you can really see that emotion, that feeling, that grittiness, you know, that he really went into it. Elvis, That's the Way It Is. I mean, don't get me wrong, the 6-day comeback special will always be phenomenal. Elvis All Over From a Why will always be phenomenal. Elvis's last concert, the CBS special, aka, you know, basically Elvis in concert, that will always be phenomenal, but for different reasons. Elvis on tour, that's next to be celebrated the year after next, when that reaches 50. I wonder what we'll see for that. Now, again, I get where fans are coming from when it does come to DVDs. Seeing the footage released, remastered in all its glory for That's the Way It Is something I would have loved to see too. But I'm grateful for what I do have. Even if I didn't have the box set of the complete works, I would still be grateful, because there is still footage out there that's enjoyable, and you can watch it over and over and over again and can never get tired of it. I know I never will. Now, Elvis on tour, there's so many DVDs going out there, the outtakes. And getting back to this, the complete works, there are DVDs going around out there containing the concert outtakes. I mean, you know, it's all on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. So that's the way it is. Will always be phenomenal to me. I mean, getting back to Elvis on tour, I would love to see something done, like a book like this, that came out today, you know, or that I received today, should I say, on Elvis on tour. There's already been a box set out of a book and CDs for Elvis on tour. So maybe on the 50th anniversary of that, it would be lovely to see some sort of DVD release, with, even if it's just the actual footage, you know, who knows. But again, I'm going to be grateful for whatever comes out then, just like I'm grateful for what I received today. Elvis, That's the Way It is just one of those concerts that I could basically watch over and over and over and over and never get tired of it, you know. It's very emotional when I look at this record, which I'm going to look forward to playing tonight, because of Rossi 73. Rossi, you're a diamond, pal. Can't thank you enough. I mean, I remember growing up just wearing the hell out of this thing. I mean, really, you know, it was one of those ones that I played quite often. And then the VHS. So I'd like to say a very, very sincere thank you to you, Rossi. A very, very sincere thank you to you, Darren. And also to David English and Pal Grenland for bringing out such a fantastic box set. I don't think there's much I could say. We could go into a lot more detail, which I said I would do, but I'm kind of lost in the moment now. You know, we've talked about the releases, we've talked about some of the songs, we've spoken about the footage, and I think we've basically covered everything. I mean, maybe there'll be another Elvis spotlight on That's the Way It Is. I'm going to give a mention to a young YouTuber who has been doing YouTube videos, including spotlights, and I'm very impressed with his videos. I can see from when he's showing his CDs that he's kind of taken a bit of the inspiration from myself, which I'm really flattered about. His YouTube name is Elvis Presley Records. He's a kid from Australia, and I'm very jealous of the Lovin' You shirt that you're wearing, my good man. I think I'll have to come over there and get it off you. All kidding aside, I think he's a great kid, and seeing videos the way he does them, and the way he speaks about Elvis, the spotlights that he do. I mean, he did the spotlight on King Creole, on the 6-day comeback. I mean, wow, the information about the producers, about the which we could do on That's the Way It Is. We could talk about Dennis Sanders and Rick Shaw that done the special edition. I think I pronounced that correctly. But I think I just wanted to focus more on Elvis, on the movie itself, and the versions, the releases, and the things that are out there. I mean, Elvis loved during that period. Elvis loved, I think, really doing that movie. If you watch him, when he got comfortable with the cameras, there was a time when he wasn't comfortable. I mean, if you think about when he's in the Las Vegas showroom, and he's wearing the black, the blue/blackish flower shirt, and he's bending down and he's speaking with the Street Inspirations, and he goes, they tell you to ignore these cameras, and you can just by his voice and just by the way that he is, you can tell that possibly he's ready then to sort of really knuckle down. He's not in the other studios anymore. And you can tell during the filming of that rehearsal, he is more focused on the music. In the outtakes, you can tell that he wants to do different songs. He wants to try different songs. And I mean, when he breaks into Santa Claus is Back in Town, you can tell even as he's singing it, he's also thinking about what is he going to do next. What can he try? How can we train this? And then right after that, then he goes in and he sorts the arrangement out. He looks at the band, and he tells basically what he wanted to try and how he wanted to do it. He was very focused. And then during the international, when he was there on the stage rehearsing in the red shirt, you can tell that he wanted to focus. There were moments where on the footage that he is really focused, but then there are moments then when he gets, I think, a little distracted because he messes around. And I think maybe that's why, again, another reason why he wanted to be a little bit more himself with the rehearsing. And he said with the cameras on the one rehearsal to not be present because he wanted to focus more. All that information is here in the Book of the Complete Works. As it stands, I don't know what information is in the new box set that came today, because I haven't read it all, and I am looking forward to reading it. So I'm going to end it here. Again, thank you to all my subscribers. I just want to say, well, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you again now. I'll see you all soon. Enjoy the 50th anniversary of That's the Way It Is. I hope that during this month, during this year, or throughout the year, at certain points you're going to be listening to That's the Way It Is, watching That's the Way It Is, buying new of That's the Way It Is, because this is phenomenal. I still can't get over enough. Anyway, I hope you enjoy, and hope to see you soon. Take care.